Hey there, it's Debbie. So, wanted to show you what happened today. Very, very impulsively, I will admit. Um, and I don't know if you've heard of the semicolon tattoos before, but they're to represent that pause in the story where your story's not over. It's not a period, um, it's just a pause. And you get to continue on and create your own better story. So let me give kind of a little bit of a background. I'd heard of the semicolon for the first time. I think it must have been last year is when they sort of became popular. And I thought it was a neat idea, but wasn't going to necessarily get one because I've got, this one's harder to show off. I have my I Am Loved tattoo to sort of not to, I don't know what you would call it, but just to, when I'm in my dark times, it helps ground me. It's for the suicidal teenager that's inside of me, is what I like to say. The one who didn't feel very loved back in high school. And it's a story I've told before. Trust me, now I know that I am loved, I'm valued, and it's great. Like, that side of things is not an issue, but it's still nice to have the visual reminder. Um, and then, I don't know, the last 6 months have been honestly sort of ups and downs. The last 4.5 years have been full of ups and downs. And I've remained strong, throughout it. Like, I think I will always fight those demons, the depression demons. They're there, and for the most part, I live a very, very blessed life, and I know that, and I'm happy and I'm positive, but that doesn't still mean that I don't face darkness in my life. It happens. But anyway, not going to get, too deep on that end here. But yesterday, as I posted last night, I went to the beach just because it's where I go when I just really need to sort of clear out my mind, and I feel centered there. Like, it's such a soothing place, and as I mentioned, it's where I feel close to God as well. But I made the decision while I was at work, and I don't know, it's funny the way that your mind works, or at least mine. Because I made the decision, like, I wanted to go to the beach after work, and the beach that I go to, you don't have to worry about paying the meters after 8 o'clock. So I was like, I'll just kind of kill time until then, and it'll be fine. And then it was a slow day at work, so a lot of time to just sort of let my mind wander, and think. But my mind was like, and this was more society's thoughts, not necessarily mine, but, like, hey, like, how safe is it to go to the beach on your own as a female? And it's going to be, at dark out, or around dark. It actually, the sun was still setting around 8 o'clock when I got there. It was still decently lit. And then that sort of pissed me off, because I was just like, it shouldn't matter. Like, why should it matter if I want to go to the beach alone and sit there in my own thoughts? Like, that shouldn't be an invitation for someone to do anything unsavory to me. And then I was like, and God forbid that it does happen, and thank God it didn't. But I like, and I don't know, maybe this is my own fucked up mind, maybe it's the way the female mind works, who knows? It's something I'll honestly talk to my therapist about on Wednesday. But, I took my mind to that, and I was like, okay, so God forbid something that happened to me at the beach. My first reaction while it was happening would honestly probably be like, oh my God, like, just kill me now, let me die. Like, I don't want to live through this. But then, and this is where the semicolon comes in, I actually got pretty mad. I was like, no, that is not how it would end. I'm pretty strong. I have survived through a lot, and I would survive through this, and I would come out stronger, because that is not how my story will end. I refuse to let it end that way. And it was very empowering, and macabre kind of way. But it got me thinking about that semicolon tattoo. And I was like, yes, I'm like, that's what it's all about. Like, I've been through a lot, and I get to create the ending of my story. I'm writing it kind of as we speak. Like, and who says I can't write a happy ending? So that's what prompted quite not impossibly, impulsively, this today. I literally, it was like 11 o'clock or something like that. I was out and about running errands. I think you guys saw me post earlier, you know, I was getting oil change and whatnot done on my car. And I don't know. I don't remember what even made it pop into my head, but it was just like, oh, you know, what else do I want to do today? Hey, why not get a tattoo? Like, that's literally what the thought process was. And so this is kind of honestly the sixth tattoo thought of that I want to get, but the second tattoo that I have. And I went to a place in Boynton that I had met one of the artists last month. Unfortunately, he wasn't there today, but while I was there, I was like, might as well just do it. I don't want to chicken out. And it's just a great reminder, like, I don't know, like, seriously, for everyone out there, like, and I don't want anyone to trigger anything or anything like that, but whatever you're going through in life, life A is going to have its ups and downs because that's just how life is. But if you're going through one of the downs, an up is right around the corner. And I'm reading, you know, You Are a Badass. Honestly, it's a good book. I'm enjoying it. And she ends, like, for every chapter, you know, she'll have several tips. And every tip, the last one, is always to love yourself, which is powerful. And one of the chapters that I read about today, which also I think kind of got me thinking about the whole writing your own story part, she was talking about how your thoughts kind of create your life, and having the attitude of gratitude, that life is going to give you, you know, I'm trying to see if I can find it in the book, and I'm not going to be able to quickly. So, but just having an attitude of gratitude, to be grateful for to be grateful for all you are, for all that you are and all that you're becoming, but also having faith, because being in gratitude for something that hasn't happened yet will help make it happen. And you've got to have the faith that it will happen. Faith is believing in something you can't see quite yet. And I've got both of those. So just wanted to share. Sorry, the video's getting kind of long. But yeah, totally unplanned. But I honestly love it. It's just a reminder that my story's not done. And I honestly planning on writing quite the happy ending. So just remember the same for you. Your story is not finished. Live a life of gratitude, live a life of faith, and just know it gets better, and know that you are writing your story. So write a happy one. Bye.